While on my healing journey, I've been going through a transition phase in my life these past few months where I've been feeling really nostalgic, but at the same time, I've also been feeling very disconnected. I didn't know how to put it into words until I came across this quote that said, "What if all you need in order to heal is just the realization you're a different person now?" And I realized I hit a point in my healing journey where I've been mourning and grieving past versions of myself that no longer exist. I've been trying to treat this part of my life like an ultimate reset, both externally and internally. I've been reevaluating things like who I'm spending my time with, what I spend my time doing, my routines, what kind of content I'm consuming. But I've also been doing things externally like dyeing my hair, getting new piercings, trying new styles.
Ooh, that's fucking hot.
I've been going through my closet and letting go of things that don't fit who I am anymore or just don't fit anymore, period. I realized I kept holding on to a lot of clothes that just don't fit me anymore. I kept thinking that I would eventually lose weight, or because they fit me as a teenager, I want them to fit me again, but my teenage body and my adult body are completely different. My teenage body was still growing into my adult body, so the things that fit me then, I don't need to hold on to anymore. Moving forward, I just want to get pieces that I feel comfortable in, that feel like myself, and things that I don't have to settle for. This is what I mean when I say I don't want to settle for things anymore. It's stuff like these pants. I love these pants. They're great pants. I think they're amazing. But do you see how short they are? I'm 5'11". It is borderline impossible to find pants that are actually long enough to like go to my ankle. I also wanted to go through my makeup because a lot of it I've had for years, like a couple years, and I know that it's past expired and it's just not good for me anymore. When I took microbiology, I kind of learned a lot about like bacteria, and I don't want to keep old stuff. I had a bad habit last year of buying beauty products just because they went viral on TikTok, and to be honest, I regretted most of them. A lot of them I just did not like the product. And I also want to start having the mindset of quality over quantity. So instead of having just a bunch of things that are mediocre, I want to start having maybe like 1 or 2 holy grail items that I know I can count on every time. Moving on, I have all my old yearbooks here. People say high school is supposed to be the best years of your life. For me, they were the worst and they were the most traumatizing. I want to go through all my old yearbooks that I don't use. I don't want to hold on to anything from that part of my life. These are going to get mutilated and cut up and just basically butchered. I'm going to cut out the things that I do want to keep, and I'm going to burn the rest of it. I love a good fire ritual and letting things go by burning. I feel like it's very symbolic of letting go. It's very symbolic of rebirth and moving on to me. And this is a bunch of stuff that I want to release, I want to let go, and I want to have the ritual of getting rid of my old yearbooks, but I want to keep me still. So I really don't think that I need them. Looking back now, I think they're kind of like a waste of money, but I didn't know that at the time. I forgive myself for that. It's okay. Hopefully this is going to be very therapeutic and almost like shadow work. I don't want them. They don't make me feel good. They don't remind me of good times or anything like that, so I feel like they are something that I do need to let go of, but I still want to be able to have the memories of myself and like pictures of myself from that era of my life. This is gonna take a good bit of time. I'm hoping this is gonna be like therapy. I also forgot to mention, I'm just gonna put everything that I cut out of my yearbooks into, this is my journal. She's pretty thick. I wholeheartedly believe in journaling. If you go through any kind of shadow work, keep a journal. Just trust me. I'm just gonna tape them in here so that way it can be part of my journey and it can be part of my growth and my healing process that's documented in this bad boy called Purgatory. What's something you wish you could tell your younger self?
Something I wish I could tell my younger self is be my own best friend. I feel like when I was younger, I wasted a lot of time and energy on hating myself and putting myself down, and I just did not do that to anybody else, so why did I do that to myself? And I hurt like my own feelings a lot, and I just like looking back, none of it was important, so that's what I would probably just be my own best friend.
I would tell myself, my younger self, just like not worry about the timing of things, you know, and like go with the flow more. Don't worry about other people's expectations. Don't trap yourself with your own expectations. I feel like too often we like set up goals for ourselves on a time limit, and then when we don't make that time limit, we like set ourselves up for failure pretty much. So just be more open to the way that life works and fit yourself around it. Don't try to like force it to fit your life, I guess.
I like that. Thank you. I've been thinking a lot lately and like hyper fixating on what I wish I could have told like this version of myself, like little peewee me. These are things that I wish I could have told her. And honestly, there is a lot that I wish I could have told my younger self, and things that I wish I could have told past versions of me. But these are the ones that I've been thinking the most about lately. Starting with, don't wait. Don't push things off that you want to do. You have to get out of your comfort zone sometimes, and you're never gonna actually feel ready to do anything. Do the thing that you want to do, even if you're scared, even if you're anxious, or even if you're doing it alone. Don't push it off and wait for the right moment, because it's never going to be the right moment. Second thing is, you know that quote that says, practice makes perfect? Don't fucking listen to that. That's terrible advice. Practice makes you better, and perfection doesn't exist. Don't be scared to try something new just because you might suck at it. The more you do something, the better you will get over time. Practice makes you better, but everyone has to start somewhere. So if you see someone doing something that you want to do and you think like, oh, I wish I could do that, remember that they had to start somewhere too. They were once a beginner too. The only limitations you have are the ones that you place on yourself. You're the one that creates your limits. A friend of mine that I showed earlier in this video, she said, be your own best friend first, and that really stuck with me. Which leads me to my next point. Anything you want from others, give to yourself first. If you want validation from somebody, validate yourself first. If you want love or attention from somebody and you're seeking that out, make sure that you're giving yourself love and attention, and that you are your main source for that before going to find it from other people. Fill your own cup before you pour into others. Also, no one gives a fuck what you wear or what you look like. And if they have something negative to say about either of those things, if you're not hurting anybody and they have something to say about it, that's a red flag on their part. That is their red flag. No one should give a fuck about what you're wearing as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're, I guess, like, not illegally exposing yourself, I guess. That's a red flag. I wish I could have told my younger self about 2 strikes, you're fucking out. I do believe that sometimes if someone makes a mistake once, they are able to learn from it. It really depends on the situation, and it depends on your intuition as well, in my opinion. But if they make a mistake once, they might be able to learn from it. If they make a mistake twice, they are choosing to do that. They are choosing to put themselves in that situation. They are choosing that. So 2 strikes, you're out. But also, sometimes it could just be like a 1 strike, you're out. If you feel like a situation happens and they're just not meant for you, 1 strike, you're out. You don't owe somebody your forgiveness. Which also leads me to the best form of revenge is doing absolutely nothing and just moving on. Hurt people, hurt people. Just let it go, stay away from them, ghost them, block them, just let it go. Let it go and move forward. You're allowed to be upset or hurt or angry. Let yourself feel those emotions. You have to feel through it to heal through it. So let yourself feel those things. Don't like suppress it, because that's not good. Let yourself feel those things, but then ask yourself, what did you learn from it? And then move forward without them. And listen, if you're gonna take anything away from this video, listen to this. Other people's potential does not exist. That's not a thing. You're just projecting what you would do if you were them in their situation. They aren't gonna do what you would do because they're not you. Like, you are not them, so you can't expect someone to react or behave the way you would because they are their own person. So with this, pay attention to people's actions, not just what they say, but people will show you who they are by the things that they do. Prioritize your mental health. That one was personal. If you feel drained when you are done hanging out with somebody, that's kind of a red flag. Protect your energy and be selective about who has access to it. Your energy is sacred. My dad used to tell us growing up, if you hang out with shit, you're gonna smell like a turd. And I think that was his way of saying, like, you are who you hang out with. And it's very true. The people that you give your energy to, they shape you and they make you who you are in a lot of ways. You pick up habits and slang and characteristics from the people that you spend a lot of time with. Don't hang out with shitty people. You're gonna smell like a turd. And I wish I could have told her, when it comes to friends, quality over quantity. Spend your time and energy with people you actually like. Your friends should make you happy and make you feel good and add to your life, not take away from it. And the sooner that you're comfortable being yourself is the sooner that you're going to find people that are like your little soul tribe. Plus, when it comes to being yourself, you're always gonna be stuck with you, so make sure you like who you are. This is another main thing I wish I could have told myself. I used to think that like one day I was gonna find this version of myself and that was gonna be it, and that was gonna be who I was the rest of my life. Like, I was gonna find my higher self and then that I'm just her. But I have found as I get older that life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. You're not just gonna come to a version of yourself one day and that's who you are forever. You will constantly be changing, evolving, growing into different versions of yourself. There's not just like one all be all version of you. You will always be creating yourself. My God, if you hear vibrating, my mom is blowing up my phone with TikToks. If they don't know you personally, don't take it personal. That one pretty much speaks for itself, but just know that people are gonna project their own insecurities and their own pain onto others. Like I said earlier, hurt people, so don't take that personally. And it's okay to be disliked. To an extent. I'm like, don't be a shitty person or like mean to people and think, oh, it's okay, it's fine. It's okay to be disliked. Not in that way, that's not what I mean. But if you, at the end of the day, you are comfortable with who you are and you know you're a good person, hopefully. Not everyone is gonna like you, and that's fine. I wish I would have said no more, and the right people will understand. And if people get mad at you for saying no, say it with me, red flag. Never feel guilty for doing what is best for you. It is your life. You have to live it for yourself. Another thing is, I wish I could have told myself, because I used to like sit mindlessly on social media or like look at Fitspiration and look at like other people's bodies or other people's lives, or even like YouTubers. Oh my God, I would look at YouTubers and be like, why isn't my life like that? We're the same age, or they're younger than me and they're doing this, this, and this. Don't compare your life, anything in it, to other people's. You're never going to be them, they're never going to be you, so don't compare yourself to others. Just focus on yourself and be your own competition. Your competition should be being a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. I wish I could have told my younger self, don't kill the part of you that's cringy. That's fine. Be cringy. Be cringy. Kill the part of yourself that cringes. Like, that actually is like, what the fuck? Like, kill the part of you that is so hard on yourself and so judgmental to yourself. You don't let yourself do those things that are cringy. Like, I look back on TikToks that I made like a year ago and I ask myself, why the fuck did I think that was a good idea in the moment? But part of me also is aware that I'm being judgy on a past version of myself and I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm just being judgy. Kill the part of you that cringes. Don't kill the part of you that's cringy. I fucking hope that made sense, because saying stuff out loud after I think about it, it's like my mouth can't translate what my brain is thinking and what my body is feeling. So I hope that makes sense. And then the last thing, the very last thing that I wish this little bitch, I say bitch in a loving way, prepubescent Prepubescent.
Prepubescent.
Prepubescent. Okay. Prepubescent. Why does that sound so weird?
Prepubescent.
Okay, I get it, I get it. I wish I could tell little me that life is worth living even when it doesn't always feel like it. That one is also personal. And the greatest word of Halsey, everything is temporary. That applies to both the good and the bad. So appreciate the good moments, be present in the good moments because they're not gonna last forever. Just like when you're going through a rut or things feel like they're really bad, that is also temporary and it's not gonna be bad forever either. Everything is temporary and it's okay. Life is worth living. That bitch needed to know that. So that has been a brain dump of my recent thoughts. What do you wish you could tell your younger self?